Okay. Okay. Hello. Sorry, we're not using this microphone. I've showed you about the mics before. Using the one off our Logitech. So let me put this out of the road. Bring this down. So down. Needs to be like that. Sorry, a little bit. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Hello. 2 nights in a row. I apologize. I'm late. One of our adult daughters hurt herself at work. They took her by ambulance, and then when I got to the emergency room, I about crapped my pants. It was just a little tiny cut, like like this. It was all funny. But see, I have proof. See that I was there. Okay, so proof. But the show must go on. And we talked about this the other night, about then being late. There's all kinds of scenarios, things that happen. We get life happens and things like that. So putting that up in this thing. So welcome to the show. My name is Joshua Shoemaker from everlastingcreators.com. And on behalf of my lovely wife, Christina Shoemaker, CEO of Everlasting Creators, this is episode number 20. And episode number 20 is making multitasking spot on and effective. Woo-hoo. Love it. So, here's what I'm going to tell you. I wanted to show you tonight. I have not reviewed any of the presentation on purpose. Why? I did it on purpose because I want to show you that even if you're new and you fumble around, so tonight's episode might be a little different. I might just show you tonight what it's like to read from the PowerPoint and still be okay. Now, please understand if I do that, it's not that I don't have more information for you. It's not that I can't. I'm doing it with a purpose, and the purpose is it's not about me on the live streams. Okay? That's what I'm trying to show you guys. That being new, whatever it may be, you can do things however you need to do them to get them accomplished. So, but first, one live streaming tip, I give it to you. I want to make sure you all know it every night. If you're using Google Chrome, make sure that when you live stream while using Restream, because you've used our affiliate link, thank you for using our affiliate link so we can at least recoup a little bit of money. Doesn't matter, but we appreciate your love if you did it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. CEO, thank you. Because she's getting a lot of money to get. Okay. Just kidding. Just saying. But thank you. So go to the little three dots up in your browser, go down to settings, go to extensions, look at your extensions, and close off the extensions that you need to close off. Here's the deal. If you aren't live streaming, this is a good tip for you too. By looking at those extensions, you could have and maybe have authorized things that's been there for a long time, and maybe it's time to get rid of them tonight. Tonight is the night. So, other housekeeping tip, if you are watching us on a laptop tablet, please give us your undivided attention, like I'm going to. See, I'll take my phone here, I'll put it on silent mode, turn the volume down, and there we go. So, what is next? We are in episode 20. And we'd like to welcome you to our community. We welcome you here. We ask that you get comfortable in our community. And we have Bear in the house tonight. Bear is in the house. He's over here sleeping. He got a little bath. He's relaxing. And I think we might have Scooty Doo in the house. 1 second. Let's see if we have Scooty Doo in the house. Yep. We have a Scooty in the house. Because, he says, please let me on the show. Come here for a second. There's Scooty. We have Scooty in the house. Okay, because Scooty has to be in the house too. That's the way it is. He has to come and say hello. He's just so full of love. Hey, Scooty just drank out of my tea. It's gonna fall. This is cool. Very cool. Let me get them situated. Thanks, Scooty. So we're gonna put Scooty down. Let him down. But yes. So that's it. Well, we had you up here. We wanted to first thank you and welcome you. We hope that you get comfortable, and we mean that you get comfortable and not comfortable in such a way that you are going to fall asleep and we start hearing. We don't want you snoring. Okay. So, next thing up, real quick, you can join us live every night, Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday. Monday through Saturday, I apologize, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we go live, and I know it's been 8:30. You guys are you're killing me on that. 8:30. Sorry about that, but tonight was legit. Yesterday was legit. Sometimes it's just things that just shit that just happens. Okay, I told you that last night. So you can get us here at facebook.com Everlasting Creators at 8. If you are a member of our group, that's /groups/Everlasting Creators. You can catch us there real quick if you need to. So, next thing, here's what I want to kind of show you. So, we cover this. We'll cover this every night because we don't know if there's somebody new or if you've been a part of the group and you're actually participating. I know we have different time frames for a lot of people in our group. Right now, it's probably over in some of the areas, it's probably 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. Some people ready to go to work, whatever. We're at 8:46 Eastern Standard Time right now. So, are you new to the digital marketing world? That's kind of a major question for us. You the expert, or you somewhere in between? Okay, because there's all kinds of forms of walks, different niches, everyone that we get involved with. If so, here's what I'm going to tell you. You're at the right place when you're looking for innovative ideas and want no BS. That's my promise to you. No bullshit here. A lot of people won't teach that. A lot of people are teaching, I've been watching, we constantly study other people's live streams and this and that. And I just wish people were more sincere. Okay. And there are some good people out there. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that are sincere. I personally believe just with us, you're not going to find anybody any more sincere and as honest in questions about anything or how to do the business. I'm not going to get in my personal life and aspect of the business. other than the struggles are real, things like that. Uh, because the rest is really none of your business other than the struggles are real. Uh, what you need, it doesn't matter all the things that happen to me, and we can cover them, but what matters is what you are doing. Okay, that is what really matters to us. Okay, so we just, that's just what we believe. So if you go over to the Facebook group, you can get some valuable tools over there. We are having an event on November 15th. The event starts at 8 o'clock. It'll probably wrap up somewhere between 10, 11, 12, whatever the time is that it wraps up. We have plenty that we're giving away for free. We're not giving away junk. Okay. You will find over in the group, if when you join the group, and if you haven't joined the group, you need to go over and join it now. There's lots of things over there. I just sent out for another, ooh, how many? I want to say like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe 14 more small guides, and some of the small guides we do that on purpose because they're knowledge retainers. Not everybody can read a book and comprehend it all. Not everybody can. Just me. I when I read a book, I can tell you now, when I'm reading something powerful, or in most books generally, you'll find that I'll do chapter one, and I only read down so far chapter one. I won't even read the whole chapter. It depends on what it is. And that's why we know there's all forms and different forms of life, that people all think differently. We all retain things different. So we try to cover that when we're teaching and things like that with y'all. So you have to keep that in mind. So, but you can go over there and you can get, let's see, the simple graphic creation. We're going to be doing something big on that, just to kind of show you a little bit of Canva. We have a bunch of free guides, how to properly live stream. Our top pick for streaming live, which is, we all know, is StreamYard. Okay. Next is, here's what I have to say to you. Okay. If you know, if you're in the digital marketing world, okay, yeah, we've already talked about that. I went backwards. I'm sorry. Scooty, we can't do this. Scooty's wanting to participate tonight. I guess he just needs to be a part of the show. We apologize, but I think it's important sometimes to show you how personal you can get. Um, he'll calm down here a little bit. He just actually he had a bath. Uh, one of the Our daughters give him a bath. But here's what I'm going to tell you. You have probably been doing live streaming wrong, internet marketing wrong. Okay. That's why you're so frustrated with the stuff. Not everybody wants to give you the key secrets. And there's about 5 things that you really need to know and do to get the momentum that you need to get going. And our methods that we have come across after years of experience are very, 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 very simple. So simple that your wife or your husband, your fiance, your whatever it is, okay, will be so pissed off at you because you've been buying all this shit and crap, and you've been trying to do this and do that and do that. Stop. Okay, just stop. Seriously. Okay. If you're already an expert, then you already know the ropes, and this doesn't apply to you. Maybe it does, because maybe you're still buying the stuff, but you're still doing good. So stop it. Anyhow, uh, we just ask that you keep an open mind, and we're going to give you always on our live stream some. we're going to give you quality content no matter what. You're going to get quality content over in a group. You can go over there. There's always articles, things shooting in all the time. We use memes because, again, personally, memes, they attract, it just does something to the mind. You can relate to a picture, you can relate to the wording on there. Um, Not all our episodes are going to tick with everybody. Some of you are going to be like, "Oh my gosh!" So it's kind of like this. Those of you that go to church, you've went to church, and some of you have heard a sermon, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, this has bored the shit out of me." And the next week you go, you're like, "Oh, wow, yeah, that makes really good sense to me." Okay, and that's part of life. That's part of coaching and things. Sometimes you will comprehend or understand, or some things will click. Some things will be like, man, I just bored the crap out of you. But you got to go through the crap, the boring crap, to get to the good stuff. And it's not easy. We know it's not. Okay, you're looking at 6 to 8 months to a year before you can really start rolling. If you're consistent, and you don't waste time, and you constantly post. You know, I'm going to tell you right now, just like Facebook, they have automated system where you can use, you create your business page, you can use their planner to upload content. I probably spent probably at least maybe 2 to 3 hours today taking content that we had, making sure it looked all right, then scheduling each one of them. So we schedule it out far enough so that I have time to do the other things. And then when that gets close again, guess what? A repeat. But it's consistency. Okay. And then there's times that, hey, man, I just feel that you all need this, and it's important that you get it now. Or when we're holding an event, and then we go back in there and reschedule a couple of posts so that it stays consistent, so that you're getting it. So here's the deal. I'm going, I'd lie to you if I didn't say it was, if it, if there wasn't going to be a struggle, if it wasn't work, the work involved. Okay. Successful people do what normal people don't want to do. And right now, I'm in the 2%. Are you in the 2%? You know what the 2% is? Taking action, and keep taking action on a daily basis. That's the 2%. Move my camera this way a little bit. I'm just not happy with that. Sorry, keep moving. I just sometimes, tonight I'm just a little edgy. But the other thing is, here's what I want you to understand. You will do it consistently if you have a reason to do it consistently. And don't freaking tell me, oh, Josh, I'm going to do it because I want this money. No, you don't. It's deeper than the money. It's always deeper than the money. I'm telling you, it's deeper than the money. We can say we want to make 5,000. We need an extra $1,000 a month, an extra 5, 10. If I, only if I can, when I get to 10,000, then I'll do it right. No, you need to do it right from the start. And right from the start means that you're doing it. You're doing something. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that's the key. It doesn't have to be perfect. So you can get all that stuff. You can go get it over at our Facebook group right here. Boom, boom, boom. And with that in mind, so that you don't have to sit there and be like, oh my gosh, just hold on a minute, let me write that down, blah, 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 blah. I will throw that in the comment section right now, and that way you always have it. Bing, bada, boom, 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 boom. And it should have went out. So you should be seeing it in the comment section right now. Let me get back over to the slides. Uh, it is easier, and you don't have to have dual screens for live streaming. That way you can keep one screen, you can keep the live stream up, you can switch back and forth and see things. The other thing is you can, excuse me, you can do what I do, and I put a PowerPoint over here to kind of ramble off that, and that's what I do. Period. So, hey, listen. So if you're finding any value tonight, please, we appreciate it. Appreciate you. We'd like you to show some love. Please share the live stream. Please share any of the content. Share the group. Any of that. Show us some love. We greatly appreciate you being a part of our group. And there's Goody again. But we do. We really appreciate you. So let's go on to the next slide, which is multitasking. Multitasking spot on effective. Boom, boom, boom. So, and so what does that mean? So I know I said I was probably going to read all this. Some of these slides look pretty. They're a little long, maybe. But let's just try one. So here's what you can do, even if you're afraid to live stream. Just give me one more second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I said give me a second there, so I paused. So multitasking is a necessary skill for many roles across a variety of businesses and functions. However, it can be detrimental to efficiency and mental performance whilst at work. If multitasking is done right, it can be a great way to get a number of tasks done simultaneously. But if you end up taking on too much at one time, it can lead to anxiety and poor decision making. So I read that slide to you, and you can do this as a newbie. You can read the slide you make up word for word, and that's okay. Me, I probably would have summed that up to you as, hey, multitasking can be done. Let's do it this way. So I would have looked over at the slide real quick, grabbed a couple things. Multitasking is a necessary skill. I'm kind of on the fence about the multitasking thing. I am more of, but there are people that can do multitasking, so I think that it's important that we talk about it. But for me personally, and maybe for some other people, I find it easier just to make a list, go down through, block out. We've talked about time blocking, blocking out an hour for each task, and making sure I work just on that task because I feel that I'm more efficient that way. Now there are some people that can sit here and they can have their headphone in. They can be listening to some music or listening to something, typing something. Their phone beeps. They can still type, or they stop for a second. They can pick right back up where they left off. There's a lot of people that can do that. I'm not one of them. Oh, quit yawning. It's awful when you yawn in the middle of a live stream. No, it just means that I'm tired. No, it doesn't. My boy, and I don't know how true it is. They say you yawn because it's a lack of oxygen going to your brain. Whenever there's some oxygen going on my nose, so I can breathe. And I'm not making fun of anybody if you have oxygen, but I'm just giving you an example to get me pumped up and going. So that would have been my take on that slide. Now, you probably got the same information, maybe in a shorter version. You got it in my version. But that's what I do. Okay. We've put together the top 10 tips to help you multitask efficiently in internet marketing, or at work, or at home, wherever you want to use them. Okay. I prefer that, we teach you to get away from your job. Okay. But you can use these at work. Maybe this will help you get away from your job because you can multitask so you can work and do some online things all at the same time. I didn't say that, but time to move on. So, set yourself up for realistic goals. And I just told you that. So, realistic goals to me is make a list, 6 things for the day. Time block out some time for it, and you're going to be interrupted. And you just got to, if the interruption is non emergency, you got to say, listen, I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm still working on this. That is how you do time blocking. Okay, there's not just, hey, do you got a minute? Your kid's busting you. You know, if my kid texts me right now, I'm saying, hey, sorry, it's busy right now. I'm on a live stream. You can see that. You know that. You guys are watching. You're taking care of stuff. Um, we often overload ourselves, and we do. And for those of you, this is the reason why I say about time boxing, which we've went over. I'm pretty sure we went over time boxing. I think I might have missed that presentation, but I did cover some of it. Is if you do the 6 tasks, 6 daily tasks, and you block out those schedules and don't add anything else to them, you will not overload yourself. You can get 6 things done. Do the hardest thing first because then it starts getting easier and you start gaining momentum and you start feeling like you accomplish things. Um, and see, I just rambled that out of my head. But here's what I want you to see is we all do different things. And right here, you see, bite-sized chunks that are easy to work through rather than feeling defeated when you aren't able to complete your mammoth to-do list. And that's why I say don't have a big list. So slide number 2, give yourself enough time to complete your goals. I just covered that. See, I just compiled 2 things in one. So give yourself enough time to complete your goals. Time boxing is the way to go. I'm telling you, it works. Set yourself a little timer. For those of you got an iPhone, hit the little timer. We love the iPhone. Maybe you have Android and you love Android, but we are very partial to the iPhone. Now, computer, we've not switched to Macs or anything like that. I'm getting off topic, but I'm just trying to show you. Set yourself a timer. This is what I'm going to do. You don't answer the phone. You don't touch your phone. You don't text somebody back unless it's an emergency. And you say, okay, from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So a lot of times in my morning from 6 to 6:30, I've time boxed out. Now this is just a small thing. And I'm already consistent with it. So I don't add it to my 6 daily things, but I read. Boom. After reading, then from 6:30 to 7:30, or I take a little break, get a drink, cup of coffee, something to eat maybe. So then from like 8:30 to 9, I check emails and messages that come through Messenger. Now, sometimes throughout the day, I have to answer some other messengers, but if they're not an emergency, I answer them when I have the time. You need to be in control. You need to be in control of your time. If you're not in control of your time, you will not succeed. If you're just doing this by the fly by the moment, throwing that mud up against the wall like I did for years, the mud sometimes will stick, but it ain't going to stick very much. Okay? So multitasking can cause, what do you think it can cause? We just talked about it a little bit. It can cause a lot of stress, especially when you're doing too much. That's why I tell you 6 daily tasks every day, time box, which means schedule them out, however long, how much time you need. Bigger projects, maybe you want 2 hours, or and you just want to do an hour. And then if you don't get that task done, add it to tomorrow's because we know it's a big project. Let's just say you're building a website or you're creating an event so you can get followers. So 1 hour. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to set the event up. I'm going to make sure the graphics get loaded up, put in a couple little posts there, blah, 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 and invite some friends. There you go. Boom, done. If it takes the hour, if I still have time for that hour, then I try to do a little bit more. Maybe, and then after I'm done with that, then maybe the next thing is uh, I would like to run a Facebook ad for the event. But guess what? I don't have I haven't made the ad. I blocked out an hour for it. Jump over to Canva, make the ad. Ad's done. You know, shouldn't take too long, maybe 15 minutes, because Canva is so easy to use. And you can type in Facebook ads, and it'll bring them up, and you just create one, and it's already pre there, and you can pick from some. That's how quick it is. Just fill in the blanks, fill in the words, change the words, blah blah blah. Done. I'm not telling you that's the greatest way to create an ad, because there are certain steps on creating a Facebook ad that you should pay attention to what you're doing, because you only got so long for somebody to see that ad. Okay. If you aren't, and let's see, be sure to set realistic time frames. That's what I talked about, realistic. And if you're not able to deliver, then it'll just cause more stress. So with time boxing, we get rid of the stress by 6 things. Big task first we do. If it's not enough time, the big task normally gets carried over to the next day to start in the beginning again until it's complete. But you're taking off bite-sized chunks. So that's how that works. So that's why a little bit of multitasking. For me, multitasking doesn't work good. For somebody else, it does. But it's very important that our content is kind of a little broad because we have to. There's all kinds of different people for internet marketing and whatever the niche may be. We understand that. So, number 3, write list. Ooh, gee. Write list. Writing list or using your yeah, we're going to get rid of that word. Writing list and using good tools like Google Suite, hint, hint, Google Drive, hint, hint. They will become your favorite tool. They should become your favorite tool because I'm telling you they should become your favorite tool. And the reason why I'm telling you they need to become your best tool for multitasking, if you're a multitasker, is because if you put everything there, you can pick it up somewhere else. And it's right there in front of you. And if you need to share something, it's right there. That's why we tell you to use it. And guess what else? Google is free. We thank you, but to us, even, you know, we hope they never charge for it. But if they do, it's kind of worth it. Spit around. Oh, oh, oh. So, for some of you that are good with multitasking, you can use Excel or Trello. Uh, can help you keep track of things. If you leave your to-do list like I have, I'm going to put it right here. Guess what happens? And I know it happens because I started off this morning to do something and I thought, I ain't bothering to write that down. About 3 o'clock game, I was like, oh, I didn't do that. And guess what I had to do? I had to stop and go do it. You need to make a list. I'm telling you, for those of you, and I know I said Google, some generations are good. Some people are good at using the tools that are online. I like to have it right in front of me. I suggest you just find yourself a small notepad, you know, kind of about this size, and then you just kind of make your lists happen. Okay, see, I go on here. Hmm, This was one, yeah. So just real quick, see, there's six. There's six things. Da-da-da-da-da. There we go. Just all wrote out, all taken care of. Bing, bada, boom, and it is done. Just like that. Just I say, here's what we say. Instead of bing, bada, boom, I think maybe we're going to start doing this. And it's done. And then some of you are going to look at me and say,
Nope, nope, nope,
nope,
nope,
nope,
nope,
nope,
nope,
I don't
nope,
want to do
nope,
that because I'm
nope,
so
nope.
uncomfortable. Okay. So that was number 3. Number 4 is prioritize your tasks. I told you that. If you've been listening to me, kind of told you that right in the beginning. Create 6 things. Okay, in a form. Oh my god. And from written lists, it makes it easier to prioritize your whole workload for internet marketing. Period, and especially when you're new. When you're new, you're going to get all stressed out. Stick with me. Make the list and do the list. 6 things that need to be done. Need to. And if you're new, here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you 2 things that if you're new to the group right now, here's what you need to do. Number 1, you need to create. What is that thing? You need to create a Facebook business page. Be prepared to put the name of it, and I'm telling you, the name of it should be what you're thinking about calling your business when you do the blog, because the blog will be part of one of the steps, but the Facebook page can be immediate and is very simple to set up. So, what I'm saying is that our Facebook page is Everlasting Creators. Our Facebook group is Everlasting Creators. Our blog is everlastingcreators.com. So before you start, right away, think of the name. Write down 6 names that you might think and see which one fits the best. Now, some people, I'm telling you that your name for us, Everlasting and Creators, is part of our mission. We want to teach you, we want to teach you, create as in creators, because and it comes from a story. We all know that if you give a man or woman a fish today, you feed them for a day. If you teach them how to fish, if you see them using teach, if you if you teach them how to fish, you teach them for a lifetime. So if I've used this scenario, if I hand you a business, it's only going to be good for the day. Why? Because I didn't teach you shit. I didn't teach you how to run it, how to use it, so it won't last a lifetime. So that's what I'm talking about. So prioritize, but back to what I'm telling you to do. The name, Facebook business page, Facebook group. Then we want you to, and I can't put it up in the thing. The other thing I would like you to do, and can you just give me 1 second. I want to pull this up. I want you to go get a domain name and hosting over right here. Let me grab the link. Let me get the, I should have already had that up. I apologize. Here's where I want you to go. Over to D9 Hosting. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Let's see if I can get, yep, there we go. Here's where I want you to go. After you've created your Facebook page, and for your multitaskers, you'll create the Facebook page and Facebook group at the same time. You'll go over here and you will be signing up for all this stuff. So go over here. Boom. Now, I might get kicked off Facebook because it's an external link. So we'll see what happens. It shot out some of them, which is okay. An error occurred. It doesn't like Twitch. You're not allowed to do that on Twitch. Just an FYI. So go over there, get you a domain name, grab you some hosting. You can start out cheap. You just need to get the blog up. And there you go. That way you already have the domain name, and then you can work into the other tools after that. The next part will be for the blog. You'll need to install WordPress, and that's not hard. And we also recommend that you use OptimizePress. Now, you don't have to, because OptimizePress is going to cost you some money, about $200 for the whole year, but it's a drag and drop editor. We love OptimizePress. It's very easy to use. And in our eyes, just personally, that's what we believe. So threw that up there. Let me get back to make sure we didn't miss anything. No, so we can go on to the next one. 5, plan your week day by day. The CEO hates me for this one. And here's what I'm going to tell you. She does not like it. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to mute you there. This old little Scooty, he's just wanting to be in the studio tonight. He can't make up his mind whether he wants to be in the dang studio or not. I think we got him settled into being part of the studio. So the CEO doesn't like this because I plan my week day by day because you don't know what happens. Now, here's what I can say. I plan it day by day, but I already have it planned out for the month. So now you're probably saying, how does that work? See, because I'm old school. We got little paper stuff here, but you can see, whoops, this way. You can see this is older, but there's the live streams already planned out. And I've told you before, we're planning out the whole way up to, so which is great, of kind of what we're going to talk about. But we can change them at any point in time. So if I say, hey, I want to do that one, we're going to do this one. That's what we're going to do. So you got to prioritize your tasks on a daily basis, but I want you to also know what you're going to do through the week. So if the week is, I want to create a Facebook page, write down some things you want to do, and try to think about them in order, because for you multitaskers, so that you're very effective. I don't know how you're effective multitasking. I just got to be honest with you. Just try. And I do multitasking. I mean, I'm kind of just back and forth. What I consider multitasking is not multitasking, but it is. Because here's an example that I do multitasking. So today, when I was uploading content, I had all the Google Docs opened up on the screen, and I had like 6 of them. So I take those first 6, I copy them, and I open up. So here's how I'm multitasking. So yes, Josh, you do multitask, and in that this form of multitasking is very effective. It's called the copy and paste multitask effectiveness. Okay, this is how you're very effective. I have 6 articles I've already looked at. They're already up on my tabs. My second screen, what do you think I have opened up? I need to post them. Now, I do miss one. I miss the blogs, because the blog to me takes a little longer. I can do the Facebook group and page fast. So, I open up the Facebook page. Well, a Facebook page, you got to use Facebook's Meta. So I go over there, click the planner so I can see what all is in there. So I get it close to the time, because we try to plan memes and articles every day. Like something in the morning, you'll usually get an article in the morning and an article in the afternoon. You have the live stream. Tonight we did miss TikTok. I apologize for the TikTok thing. I'll probably make it later on. It's supposed to be at 7, but it's part of my list, so of getting things done. So I copy the article. I have Meta opened up for my page, and I have the group opened up to make the comment. Now I look at the calendar, open up the schedule so I can make a post there. Same time, I put the post over in the group. So I leave the post over in the group. Then I go over to the Meta and I paste it in there. Then I add the hashtags from there, because Meta lets you do the Meta Facebook Meta Business Suite lets you put the hashtags in. And then I also have up our hashtags. I copy them after I've scheduled in Meta. I hit send. I go over to the group, throw in the hashtags, go down to the little scheduler and schedule. And I already know the time. So if I said 7:30 or 7 o'clock, I want this go out. We try to balance. I try to send the page and the group the same at the same time a little bit. Sometimes it's different content. It's random in the group, but the page is different. And so that's how I multitask. So I do kind of do multitasking. I'm kind of impressed with myself. Probably sound a little confusing. That's why I don't think, personally, I'm not a big fan of multitaskers, but I must cover training for you that are multitaskers, because it's important. Because it's not about how Josh always does it. I'm trying to teach you ways that maybe will work for you, so you can get your internet marketing built up and built fast. And we're growing together. We're taking your journey together. I'm taking it with multiple people in the group and stuff, but in the same time, it inspires me, because that's what we love to do, help people. So what do you say? because we love to help people. I should have been ready for that and did this. Because we do. So, number 6. Hey, one thing real quick. Caught you off guard. If you are finding anything valuable in this live stream like we asked, could you please share it? Give us a little bit of love. We're giving you all kinds of love with good, free, hardcore content here at Everlasting Creators. Go over to our group, join the group at Facebook.com/groups/Everlasting Creators. So, number 6 is group tasks together where possible. So, what you'll find when you're multitasking or any form of task, it is possible that some tasks are kind of the same. So if I look at my 6 things, I need to create a Facebook ad, I need to create a Facebook cover. They're kind of this, they're the same. Because guess what? I make the ad in Canva and I make the cover in Canva. So you want to group that together. And it's easy to use Canva to do that. So you can easily put that block out an hour for that time you adjust it. Boom. And then you just got really knocked out 2 things. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Don't cheat yourself. Hey, yeah, I got 6 things done. Ha, ha, ha. But you kept them separate. Don't keep them separate. That's what we're talking about. Okay, make sure that when you're planning out the working week that you're grouping similar tasks together. Okay, so maybe one day you want to, whatever it is, however you want to set your schedule up, that's up to you. Because you'll be able to get things done a little faster, multitasking that way. We just covered 6 groups. 7, work at a steady pace. Yeah. Did you ever hear the story? Well, I better not tell that story, but you can look it up. The story of the old bull and the young bull. I must have learned this a long time ago because a lot of people say this to me. Matter of fact, that used to be my nickname for the longest time growing up. Old bull. Old bull. Old bull and big dog. Big dog. Here, we can do a little sound effect on you on that one. So, so you want to work at a steady pace so you don't have to rush. And that's basically the old bull and the young bull story. Because the old bull has been around long enough to figure out go to pace. Go to pace you're comfortable at so that you're not confused, so you don't have to redo things. You just want to stay steady at it. And that was number 7. Pull my things up here and let's get into number 8. Avoid distractions. And I told you how you can avoid distractions when you're making your list and for the day, you're time blocking it out. Okay. You're going to run into where you scheduled something at 9 o'clock to do till 10 and maybe you need 5 more minutes. And that whole task is done. My suggestion is you do it no longer than 15 minutes. But you're going to have some kind of a distraction as you're multitasking. So, especially when you're on the go and you're multitasking. But it's very important that you're not distracted. And I told you how you cannot be distracted by using the time boxing that we've talked about in previous videos. is to block out that time. And that's what you do. And don't you answer the phone so that you're not disturbed unless it's an emergency. Okay. Putting your headphones on is a great way too. So you might put, there you go. You can go like this. See, I'll even show you. Put your headphones on like it. No, I don't hear nothing else. Maybe you can play some Beethoven. Maybe you like to listen to the fine, very relaxed and slow. Okay, enough of the headphones because that kind of messes me up a little bit because I'm probably screaming at you right now. So I better lower my voice just like that. It's time to meditate. Ah. See, there, I just give you one of my relaxation techniques. But here's what I want to tell you, though. All jokes set aside, put on your headphones. Listen to some Beethoven at a low pace. Classical music. I'm going to give you a very old school secret. And for you parents out there that have young kids, babies, classical music soothes the child. And it can also, there's been studies done where it shows that it has an effect on the brain to stimulate the brain to become more smart. I think we only use 10 to 20% of our brain. Classical music, I'm telling you, Beethoven. Um, what's the other one? I don't want my brain. Mozart. Mozart and Beethoven are very good to listen to. Don't listen to some hypnosis because hypnosis is done different. That's what I'm going to tell you about that. The subliminal messages, they're meant to be done, and you put your headphones on, you get in your little chair, and you just lay back like so, and then you just listen. So there's a big difference, okay? Big difference. Put my chair back up. There we go. Boom. So, like putting your headphones on is a good way to block out office noise. The other thing is, here's what I'm going to tell you. Some people like those little iPod things, headphones. The headphones I showed you, you can get them on Amazon, 30 or 40 bucks. They're Bluetooth and they're noise suppression. So they block out a lot of extra noise that you hear versus with little earbuds because you can still, they do. They just do a good job. So avoid distractions. And next, allow yourself regular breaks. So I told you that. Here's what you want to do. Do your major thing, time box it out, then get up after that time, take a break, go grab yourself a cup of coffee. I drink tea. Take a couple sips. Get up, do some stretches. Okay, time to start the next task. Okay, but working consistently throughout the day. We talked to you about that. Your business has to be run consistently. It can't be run by the seat of your pants, or success is going to take you longer. Just so you know. So, after this, you might find that you can identify the errors and that you've not noticed before. That's kind of okay, whatever. Kind of get past that part. Number 10. Remain focused. Remain focused. This can be easier said than done. Very true. So true because life is full of distractions, cell phones ringing, emails coming in, ping, bada, bing, the baby's crying, whatever it is. So, but try to remain focused just by turning your phone off, not checking your emails. This can help you stay focused on doing things. So we told you that in the beginning. We want you to focus on what we're teaching you. And with that being said, I'm going to say this to you. Do we have any questions? That lovely little CEO. Man, she is so beautiful. Do you have any questions? Anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, please, we ask that you ask them now. Or if you're going to watch the replay, please leave comments in there. We monitor our pages daily. Again, go over to our Facebook group and you can get, these are just part of some of the things. And I'd hate to just put up here a big thing, because here's the deal. If you go join the group, that is free. We could start charging for belonging to the group. Go over there. We could start charging for the group. Nah, not right now. If that CEO was in here, she'd be like, "You're gonna start charging for that group, boy." I'd be like, "No, we can't." She'd be like, "You're going to." She'd be giving me those evil eyes. I do miss her sitting here doing those. She just, there's so much we're working on with the event going on. I've been trying to get her in here, and then we just keep having conflicts, schedule conflicts. So that's just the way it is. No, there's a song. That's just the way it is, baby. So you can catch us at on this page that you're watching right now. If you're not, at Everlasting Creators on Facebook. Every night at 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, we will be live streaming. You can catch us there. You can catch us over on TikTok. Boom, boom, boom. Right here. See, you can catch us here. Twitter, Everlasting Creed, Instagram. You can catch us on YouTube, LinkedIn, and at our website and TikTok. All at Everlasting Creators. The only one that's messed up is Twitter. And it'd be nice. I don't think I figured out Twitter yet. I don't think we can get Everlasting Creators there. For some reason, I remember there's some kind of struggle with that. But we'll figure it out. So that will end tonight's live streaming session. So catch us tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is now 9:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for us. I'm Josh Shoemaker. And on behalf of my lovely wife, Christina Shoemaker, the CEO of EverlastingCreators.com, we wish you a good night, good morning, good evening, wherever it is that you are at. We'll see you on tomorrow's live streaming show with the next topic. Surprise, surprise, what it will be.